Jordin Sparks was born and raised in Phoenix, Arizona in 1989, December 22nd. Her father is black and her mother is white. She's similar to Mariah Carey as she doesn't identify as black or white. She simply identifies as biracial. Now, growing up, Jordin was always a great singer. She was on America's Most Talented Kids, and then she transitioned to American Idol. She's the youngest singer in history to win American Idol. She won American Idol in 2007. Now, what I thought Jordin was really good at doing was singing love songs. She's a really good ballad singer, similar to the way Adele is a really great ballad singer. And I think Jordin would have had a much successful career if she would have stuck to singing love songs and ballad songs, similar to the way Adele sings most of her songs. Most of Adele's songs are love songs. That's what she's good at doing. When Jordin Sparks released her first album in 2007, she had a lot of success with her first album because her first album consisted of love songs and ballad songs. Her first single was This Is My Now, which made a top 20 appearance in the Hot 100 Billboard charts. Her second single was Tattoo, which made it to the top 10 of the Billboard charts. And her most successful single of her career was the ballad with Chris Brown called No Air. This made it to the top 3 of the Billboard charts. Her first album sold platinum. So she had a lot of success with her first album. But when she released her second album in 2009, it was a flop. And I think it was a flop because she didn't make the type of music that she should have been making. When you got a powerful voice, when you have an Adele, Whitney Houston type of voice, you should stick to what you're good at, which is singing ballad songs. In her second album, they had her singing all these dance songs. They had her singing the type of songs that Rihanna would sing. And when you got a powerful voice, it doesn't sound right to sing a dance song. I'm not saying powerful ballad singers can't sing dance songs. I'm saying it's not their bread and butter. And then, especially if you're trying to establish yourself as a successful pop singer. If you look at Whitney Houston's career was mostly made up of singing ballad songs and love songs. That's what she was good at. The same thing with Adele. Adele has had some of the highest selling albums of the last 30 years. And 90% of her songs are love songs. 90% of her songs are ballad songs. And I think that's what Jordin Sparks should have stuck to doing. When she started trying to be like Beyonce and Rihanna, trying to do these dance songs, this destroyed her career. So her second album was a complete flop. So she stopped doing music for a while and she started getting into acting. She starred in the movie Sparkle, which made $30 million in the box office. It was pretty successful compared to how much the movie cost to make. And this movie also had Whitney Houston in the movie. This was the last movie that Whitney Houston ever appeared in. Whitney Houston died right after the movie came out. And she's done other movie roles over the last few years. But she's never had the type of success you would think someone of her stature should have. Because I believe Jordin Sparks is just as great a singer as Adele is. I believe Jordin Sparks is just as great a singer as Whitney Houston. The reason why she hasn't had the success that these other singers have had is because her managers and producers have her singing the wrong type of music. In 2015, she released her third album. And this album was also a flop. It didn't even make the Billboard charts. This is how badly this album sold. Most of the songs on the album were hip hop songs and dance songs. She did songs about stripping, all this raunchy bullshit. And she's not that type of girl. She's a very classy, young, bubbly type of girl. So to see her doing songs about stripping and hoeing, it doesn't work for her. And any person that knows her can see right through her and see this is not her. This is why I think she has the wrong management team managing her career. Because instead of doing Adele type of music, instead of doing ballads, instead of doing what she's good at, they got her doing this Rihanna type of music. Not every person should be doing Rihanna type of music. The reason why I put Jordin Sparks in the same category as Adele, because Jordin Sparks doesn't have a really soulful voice. I don't think she's as soulful as Whitney Houston is. But she has a very great singing voice. She can hit high notes, similar to Mariah Carey and Adele. And I think this is one of the reasons why Mariah Carey's career has went downhill. Because Mariah Carey stopped doing ballad songs. She stopped doing love songs. It's one of the reasons why her career has went downhill. Mariah Carey needs to stick to what she's good at, which is singing ballads. She needs to leave this hip hop shit alone. She needs to leave the dance songs alone and stick to singing ballads. And so should Jordin Sparks. They need to learn from Adele. They need to learn from Adele's success. The highest selling singer in the music industry is Adele. And the reason why Adele is so successful is because she sticks to what she's good at. You don't see her trying to do hip hop and trying to do all these ghetto ratchet songs. She sticks to singing love songs, marriage songs, songs about breaking up and getting back together. This is what Mariah Carey and Jordin Sparks should stick with. Now, Mariah Carey, she's already had a successful career. She's almost 50 years old. Her best days are over with. But Jordin Sparks is still a young woman. She's only 28 years old. There's still a lot she can do with her career to revive her career. If she can hire the right management team to get the right producers to get her to make the right type of music, she can have success. She could have Adele's type of success. But she has to stick to what she's good at. Jordin needs to stop trying to be like Rihanna. She needs to stop trying to be like Beyonce. And stick to what she's good at. She's gotten married. She had a baby. She married this fitness instructor. Now she's been in a lot of bad relationships, but it looks like she's finally settled down with a good man who really loves her. I wish her the best because she's a nice, sweet woman. She doesn't curse. She doesn't act ratchet. She's just a nice, sweet, wholesome young girl. And I wish her the best. A lot of people have different opinions about this topic. Leave a comment, rate, and subscribe.